January 22nd from 9 till 10 a.m. to find out all of the happenings at Argenta Oriana High School. Brought to you by Seavers Farm Drainage in Argenta, improving fields and increasing yields since 1975. Check out our Facebook page for more info.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest on the Zoom today is Terri Casey at the U of I Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties. Good to see you, Terri. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, getting through a little bit of cold, but we all knew we were going to have to pay the price for the warmth earlier.
Yeah, it's going through. It's going through for sure. And just keep yourself healthy and slam that vitamin C. So
there you go.
Yeah, very good. Well, Terri, I tell you what, we got a lot to get into. Wintertime is a busy time for a lot of folks in Extension, because that's when, you've got a lot of people, they're not traveling nearly as much. They're not nearly as mobile. So you're able to really throw a lot of programs their way and say, hey, we've got this going on. It might be of interest to you. What do we have here going on lately?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a perfect time as people start to make plans. If you're a gardener, you're making plans for your gardener. If you're in production agriculture, you're making plans for spring planting. And so this is actually a very busy time. I always see, I don't know when the slow time is. Maybe there's like 2 weeks in September or something. But this is a great time to be making those plans, and that's why we're doing a lot of in-person programming to help folks with those plans. And a perfect example of that is Master Gardener Training. So Master Gardener Training will be picking up again. It runs February 3rd through April 14th. And it goes from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. once a week on Tuesdays. And so it's a very comprehensive program. If someone's not familiar with the Master Gardeners, it's just celebrated its 50th anniversary. It's throughout the state. And what it is that Master Gardener volunteers go through this 12-week 12-session training process where they learn about botany, annuals, perennials, soils, insects, pests, wood ornaments, vegetables, fruits, turf, pest management, wildlife, anything you could think of garden related. And they get kind of a 12-week intensive that really helps them, up their gardening game and to even learn more. And so at the end of that period, some people choose to go through the trainings just because they want to be a better gardener or they want to know more about all of those topics. Others want to continue after that in a volunteer capacity where they help other folks in the community have better gardens, have better lawns, healthier trees. And so this is a really great opportunity for someone to learn personally how to be a master gardener, but also then later help volunteer so the whole community can benefit from that knowledge as well.
Very good. Yeah, Master Gardener is immensely helpful, and obviously that training vital, to their success. And so Terri, remind us. I know you touched on it there just briefly, but all the things the Master Gardeners can help with. Especially come the springtime when we're going to be getting in those gardens and starting to think about that summer growing season. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, we have them available to help folks with all kinds of questions. So we'll have people call and they'll say, I got this bug and I don't know what it is. And so we say, oh, take pictures and send it into our office. And Master Gardeners help do the research to say, what is it? Mm-hmm. What's the best treatment method for it? Or I've got a tree, it's looking wilty. Can you help me try to figure out what might be going on? Or I've been planting tomatoes and they're just not working here. Maybe you could help, plan, better options for that plot of land, or mixing, we always say that there's the sisters, right? Where you put beans with corn and other things like that. Master Gardeners can help a gardener assess the land that they have available for a plot, and then give them some great advice on how they can plan their garden. So just so many things. And if it's something that a master gardener isn't qualified, or either we escalate it to our educator or one of the experts that we have throughout the state or at the U of I, or if it's something way outside of that, then refer them to other sources where they can get expertise.
Sure.
And it's free.
Mm-hmm.
It's all free.
Yeah. What's their availability, Terri? Because for a lot of folks, they can't get in the garden until, say, Saturday morning. So when are those master gardeners available?
Right. Well, they're technically always available, because when our as long as our offices are open, if somebody reaches out to our office, even if we don't have a volunteer master gardener in the office that day fielding calls, we take that information and we forward it to the master gardener group
Sure.
for answers and expertise. So in many ways, even if they're not present, they're still available and we still utilize them. And I just want to say how grateful we are for our master gardeners because we have a wonderful educator, Jennifer Fishburne, and she does a great job and she's extremely knowledgeable, but she's one person. So with our master gardeners, I call it a force multiplier because those folks can go out and replicate many of the things that Jennifer can do when she's out in the community. But they don't all just answer garden questions either. They also help work out in our communities. So we have many different community gardens. We have different programs that we'll do, demonstration gardens throughout the area. And this is across the state with our master gardeners, not just in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon County. So master gardeners also help teach classes on pruning and, pest management and all kinds of things that you need to do. So they're very multifaceted volunteers.
Sure, very good. One more time, Terry, that program, the when, the where, and just the what one more
Yes.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. It runs on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., starting February 3rd through April 14th. And we kind of do a hybrid approach. So we have some pre-recorded information that folks can gather, tune into, and then once a week we meet in person to come back and look at that information and then also hear from in-person speakers. And it is a Sangamon County Extension Office in Springfield. There is a $225 charge. However, we do have waivers and for those fees. If people find that they just can't afford it, but they really want to do it, we want to work with those folks. We never want the cost to be a barrier to someone getting that information.
Sure. Very good. Very good. On that note, Terry, let's move along. Again, Terri Casey, Extension Director, U of I Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties. What else is coming up this winter?
Well, actually, we have an event that's coming up, and it's just to the unit to the east of us and south in Christian County in Taylorville, and it's the Dudley Smith Farm Winter Meeting. And so that's taking place February 10th from 9 a.m. to noon. And they do it every year. It's always a very exciting and worthwhile event. It's really looking at cattle production, cattle profitability, cattle market outlooks. Also, the research that's being done at the Dudley Smith Research Farm there in Christian County. And then there's going to be a soil health producer panel to learn more about soil health. So every year, this is a really great meeting and program.
That's one of the ones that many folks look forward to, is it not?
Yes. And anytime I can, I travel to the adjoining unit and participate as well because you always pick up a lot of great information and it's a great opportunity for those involved with cattle and ranchers to get together and to meet, learn information and compare notes.
Now, are the Dudley Smith farms is that like the one of one, or is that one of several across the state, Terry?
Well, there are many research farms.
Yeah.
In fact, we have in my unit, we have the Hartsburg farm, which we're using for row crop research. But yeah, there are many, and those were usually established because somebody saw a need for education, and they wanted to continue to provide an opportunity for research out in the communities, and they have bequested those to Extension and the university to be used for research purposes. And that's certainly the history with the Dudley Smith farm. So not only is there cattle research going on there, but there's also soil nutrient. Lots and lots of different research has come from the Dudley Smith farm. So it's really, truly a treasure.
Sure. You mentioned that panel that's going to speak. I think you said soil health, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me about that panel. Do we know much about it at this point?
Yeah. So basically, Steve Mateer, he will be our moderator. He's with the University of Extension and specializes in livestock. And then some commercial ag educators from across the university system. And then usually they all call upon some local folks, local expertise to come in and talk about their experiences as well, and then do kind of a question and answer.
Do I remember lunch as a part of that program?
Absolutely. Feed them and they will come. Yeah, and that's always one of the best parts is the lunch. Not that I don't want to learn, but the lunch is one where you can unwind and really talk to folks. I think we learned from our experiences with not being with people for a while that there is something to be said for just sharing a meal and having that communal time with other folks in the industry. And I always find that some of the best discussions come from those meals.
No question. Terri, you're going to have to forgive me. I missed the date you put out for this. Give us
Sure.
the when and the
That's
where.
Yeah, sure. February 10th, 9 a.m. to noon at the Christian County Extension Office in Taylorville.
All right, very good. Put that one on the calendar. And with that, Terri, I look at the clock. We need a break. What's the best way for folks to learn about the Dudley Smith Farm winter meeting, the Master Gardener program? I know we're going to talk some others. Where do they go? How do they get information?
Absolutely. Well, you can hit up our website at extension.illinois.edu/LMS for Logan, Menard, and Sangamon, or you can go to your search engine and type in your local extension office and it should pull up the county office for you. And then we also have a phone number in Springfield. You can call us at 217-782-4617 and in Logan 217-732-8289.
Fantastic. Terri Miller Casey, Extension Director, University of Illinois Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties. Stay with us. More to come with Terri next.
Your friend in Central. WHOW.
Let's check the opening numbers now at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Tuesday. Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network, a steady with corn, beans, and Chicago wheat. March corn opening 423.5, down 1 1/4. May corn 431 1/4, down 3/4, and December new crop unchanged 449 3/4. March beans starting the day 1059, up 1 1/4. May beans up 1 1/4, 1070, and November new crop 1069.5, up half a penny. March Chicago wheat 514.5, down 3.5. July wheat 538, down 2.5. And March KC wheat opening unchanged 527.25. March bean meal 290.90, that's up 90 cents. And March bean oil 52.89, up 28 cents. Looking at the opening numbers on this Tuesday morning, I'm Jim Taylor, and you're listening to the RFD Radio Network.
Happy New Year from all of us here at Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton and Farmer City. This is Scott Baum. Most of our customers trade for a different SUV or truck because their needs change each year. That's good because we have transportation options for you. Plus, we need your trade. Our selection of top quality, pre-owned trades come from you. Come see our ever-changing Chevrolet and Buick inventory today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
Here's Matt Hart, owner of the Hart Media Group in Clinton, talking about continuing to serve the community through new ownership.
Things came together and we reached an agreement to purchase. And as you mentioned, we closed August the 1st. So that's August the 1st. Miller Media Group is now Hart Media Group. And we're continuing to serve the people of Clinton and DeWitt County and Monticello and Bloomington and Decatur and everywhere, because we'll just keep connecting people as we've been doing.
The Hart Media Group looks forward to continuing to serve the community for years to come.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Once again, good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Again, our guest on the Zoom is Terri Casey, Extension Director with the U of I Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties. Terri, what else is coming up on the calendar there for Extension?
Well, our very, very popular introduction to beekeeping. I think we're almost at 20 years at this point of doing this program. It's extremely popular for those interested in becoming beekeepers and getting a really quite a comprehensive look at, hive keeping and being a beekeeper. We have 6 sessions that are held on Thursdays between February 12th and March 19th. And those are in the evening from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. At our Sangamon Extension office in Springfield. And then we do have a Zoom option for those folks who can't come in person. There's also a Zoom option, which really expands the range of folks that we can serve. And it's a $45 registration fee, but anyone who's went through it will tell you it is well worth the expense, just for the expertise and the knowledge that you gain.
Very good. So, and beekeeping, I know, becoming very popular. If I'm not mistaken, there are some species of bees that are, I'm not sure they're extinct, but I think they're becoming endangered and those sorts of things. So beekeeping becoming very popular these days.
Yes, and our native honeybees have been under stress due to invasive species, habitat loss, and a lot of other things that we're still trying to determine. I think the word's gotten out that honeybees are in stress.
Mm.
So not only is this a great opportunity or option to make some money through beekeeping, it's also an opportunity to help, expand and protect our hives, especially for our native honeybee species.
Yeah.
So this class is taught by experienced beekeepers,
Mhm.
and they've been doing it for decades, so they really, really know their stuff. They know about the pest, the disease, the equipment, like how best to uh, where to place your hives, lots of information about colony health. So if you're thinking about starting, I think $45 and 6 sessions, this will give you an amazing head start. Not to mention, you will be connected with these beekeepers so that as you go on your journey, you have others you can reach out to and get support.
Mhm. Yep, for sure. Very good. So put that on the radar. The win for that one, Terry, and how folks get registered.
Yeah, it's again on Thursday evenings. February 12th through March 19th from 6 to 7:30, and it's at the Sangamon County Extension Office in Springfield, and you can register online. We do ask that folks register by February 2nd, so that a little bit of time there, but if you can get that registration in, you can go to our website,
Very
extension.illinois.edu/LMS,
good.
or you can always call our office.
Very good. Easy enough. Terry, what else you got on the calendar?
Well, we have an agronomy summit. I know that you've talked to Reagan online on air about this upcoming event, but I just wanted to again put it on everybody's radar that we'll be having the Springfield Agronomy Summit on February 17th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Sangamon County Extension Office in Springfield. There is a $20 cost for that, but it does have continuing education credits for those folks seeking those. Really going to be a action-packed day full of a lot of really great information. And so I know that you said you've talked to our educator, Reagan Tibbs, about it, but I just wanted to give a shout out to it and again, put it on folks' radar.
Very good. Yeah, that's coming right around the corner. He's got a great lineup of folks that are
Yes.
coming to Springfield for that. So going to be some really good information. I know he's working hard. It sounds like last year there wasn't quite the interest first time around, but he's really trying to put the full court press on with this one and make it worth the time of producers. So
Oh, absolutely. Well, anytime you start something new, you're kind of entering a market. Like most folks know in the winter, there's certain programs they look forward to. And so when you're starting one, you really kind of got to capture folks' attention and get it on their calendar. And very early on, these dates have been out there and speakers locked in.
Mhm.
So I think we're seeing a lot more traction because we've just had the ability to build off of some things we started last year.
Sure. Again, Terry, remind us the when, the where, and is there a cost associated with that one?
Yeah, it's $20. It's at the Sangamon County Extension Office in Springfield on February 17th. It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We will feed you because, again, feed them and they will come. And then, again, there are continuing education credits available for the different classes and coursework. So I hope folks will make time to attend. I think they'll find it very worthwhile. And again, also make connections with folks.
Very good. So put that on the radar. Terry, I have 2 minutes with you. What else do you got for us today?
Well, I just want to again acknowledge the 50th anniversary of the Master Gardeners that we just celebrated last year. We actually got to host the Master Gardeners from around the state in Springfield for a very special couple of days program in Springfield, and that was really, really exciting. And throughout the state, the work that they do and have done has been so impactful. And so without our volunteers, we would be very limited in what we could do. So just a shout out to all those. And if you are interested, if you like gardening, even if you know a little bit, but you'd like to know more, maybe you're at a phase in your life where you want to learn more and want to give back, consider becoming a master gardener. If not in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon, look for the program in the counties that you live in.
Very good. Terry, where do folks go for information on Master Gardeners, the Agronomy Summit coming up next month, and many others? Where do they go for all that?
Well, we go to the magic internet. You can find it all on the extension.illinois.edu/LMS website. We do have a Facebook page, facebook.com/extensionLMS. And then, of course, you can always stop into our offices. We have real people who would love to serve you and get information for you.
Very good. Terri, it's always good to see you. Thank you for making time for us. We'll talk to you in February.
No problem. Oh my gosh, February. Wow,
I know,
that's
it's
crazy.
already here. Already here. Very good. Terri Miller-Casey, Extension Director, University of Illinois Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Network news comes your way next on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.